for the first time celebrating explorers.
Yes.
Now, you've already had a TV show about it, haven't you?
I've already done a TV show. That was just coincidental, really. They'd already dreamed up this idea of a live stage show about... It's called Exploration from the Ice Age to the Space Age. Ooh, and we now realise that's a very big subject. So I'm still writing it. There's a lot of words. It's 2 hours long, but
that is huge. So how are you going to fit all of that into one show?
Talking very, very fast.
Talking very, very fast and leaving quite a lot of it out.
Okay.
I mean, it's really about... It's not really a lecture. It's a theatrical show. It's supposed to be enjoyable, hopefully. And it's about the philosophy of exploration with some examples plucked from the lives of great explorers. Well, starting with human migration, you know, in the Ice Age and all that sort of stuff. Bones in caves.
So which explorers have made the cut, then? Can you tell us?
Well, I can't be absolutely sure because I'm only a third of the way through the works. We've definitely... I mean, there are some big hitters, some favourites like James Cook, Christopher Columbus, John Cabot, the Apollo astronauts.
Yes.
Then there are some slightly more obscure ones that people might not know about, like Pythias the Greek. Do you know of him?
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, I haven't. Townsend.
Townsend, I mean,
I went to university, you know, so it's not a surprise.
Leif Erikson, a Norwegian who, I mean, spoiler alert, but he is probably the first European to have set foot on what we would now call North America, the USA. Not Christopher Columbus.
Don't tell
Really?
No, because he actually went to the Caribbean. And most really significant exploration in the world turns eventually into a holiday. So people will eventually go to the moon.
I would go there if I was going. If I was an explorer, I would go to
I
Bequia.
think we all would.
But, you know, you said, James, that you don't want it to be a long lecture. So how are we going to make this entertaining? What's the power?
You sound
well,
sceptical.
I've written some jokes. I've written some jokes. I've written a joke about Scotland. I've done one about Wales. I've done some...
Be kind.
No, it's not cruel. I've done one about French people. I've done a joke about the price of drinks in Iceland.
So it's
slightly
xenophobia
obscure.
across the board, then?
Yeah, it's all the way across.
Right.
I've just basically stand on the stage. It starts in Australia, and I'm just standing there talking about how brilliant it is to be British.
But surely some PowerPoint, sort of a bit of...
PowerPoint, projections.
Projections, there you are.
Yes, we've got a big disc that has, you know, people's faces projected on it, and you'll see maps, and there'll be some dry ice stuff in the prow of a ship. It's tremendous.
It's just a TED Talk, isn't it?
It's sort of a TED Talk.
Yeah.
It's terrifying, to be
Expanded.
honest.
That's what the T stands for in TED.
Is it terrifying?
Well, you've toured with the Top Gear boys, so do you think this is going to be vastly different? Will you be more nervous for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am very nervous. Can you tell? My foot's going. It is because, well, as I said, it is 2 hours long.
Yeah.
There is a break in the middle, so you can have a drink if it all gets a bit too much. I probably will. And I've got to learn all the words.
Yes.
But if you write it, you'll know it.
That's what I think you're right, and I'm telling myself that in the night as I'm lying awake. I'm saying, well, you've written it, you can remember
This is
it.
really charming, seeing James May nervous, isn't it? There's something very...
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable, yeah. I think, you know, you've got a whole new audience now.
Oh, this is taking a turn, isn't it?
Well, Tamsin, do you have any tips for James getting up there on stage?
Yeah, just learn your lines.
Righto.
Right? Or get an auto cue. I'm sure if you've got smoke and mirrors...
Well, I asked them about that, and they said, you won't need one of those. But I think, well, how do you know I won't need one? I might go out and say, good evening.
Yeah, but even that is, you know, people will pay good money to hear you say that.
True.
So...
Cue cards.
Well, I can
Very
tell you,
true.
to be really honest, when we used to do the Top Gear live show and then Clarkson, Hammond and May live, and the great gift that we had, and I'm not talking about talent, the gift that was given to us was that people expected us to be a bit rubbish. So when we were rubbish, which we were, people just went, ha, 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 they're being rubbish. No, we were rubbish. It was real.
No.
But you can get away with it. You can't do that with an informative TED Talk on stage. And you've also got to get the facts right, otherwise...
They will be.
Yes,
I'm
they
actually
will.
going to be
quite
fine.
nervous for you now.
But, you know, it talks about exploration, and you've been all around the world with Grand Tour and the Top Gear boys. Are you planning any more exploration yourself?
No.
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 Have you been to space?
I haven't been to space. I've been very high up in the atmosphere, so it looks like space on the telly.
Right, OK.
I've been very fortunate. I've been to a lot of places in the world, and Arctic Circle and deserts and rainforests and Spain and all that sort of thing. Spain, yes. I only thought that because I went to Spain quite recently, and Cornwall. But I don't think I wouldn't go to Mars if they said, right, we need people for the first Mars mission.
I'm with you.
Fair enough.
I've sort of...
See how the first show goes and then decide.
Well, yeah.
Go from there.
Well, look, if you're planning to venture out to see James in action, tickets for Explorers, The Age of Discovery are available from Friday. Get right in, James.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.